Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. We're just going to set up the container here. Only aligned clients enter, only those ready to receive, release, or rise. No observers, no testers, no leeches. There are no entanglements, only clean exchange. This is a space for those who are ready to hear, not just watch. I'm not here to perform. I'm here to pulse truth. If you're aligned, you'll feel it. If you're curious, stay open. I give because I choose to. I receive with no hooks attached, no pressure, no desperation, just real presence. And so this field also doesn't respond to any urgency, anybody desperate or looping. Uh, and then the last bit of it is if you're here for something real and it's calling you in, the space isn't for scrolling, it's for shifting. Give only if it resonates, stay only if you feel it. There are no hooks, no guilt, no entanglements, just clarity. And so with that, let's open it up. Sorry I didn't go live last night. I was going through my own little bit of a meltdown, and healing happens to us all, no matter where you are in this place. You just have to expect it when you don't expect it. And you just have to just go within self and try to heal and try to understand what it is that you need to heal in that now moment. And I've finally gotten a little bit of clarity, brought my energy to a place where I'm able to go live again. And here we are. So with that, like I say, you have to choose to heal, choose to feel, choose to, get yourself off that hamster wheel. And with that, sure, let's see what's going on here. So bear with me as I clear the decks, clear the decks, clear the decks, and let's see what we've got for you. I think Alicia is the first one here because she said hi first, and then Simi will get you one as well. Let me feel into which one we're going to use. Bear with me, just getting myself set. And here we go. All right, so Alicia, let's see what we have for you. So Alicia, Spirit saying social media detox, no pushing, no liking, no posting, just living. Don't let it take over your life. So Spirit wants you to get out, wants you to sit with yourself for a little while. Don't distract you for anything other than self. And as you go in with yourself and just let the cards fall where they are, accept where you are at this current moment in time, and allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to heal. I hope that makes sense. And Simi, let's see what we have for you. I feel there's another deck that you need. And bear with me while we do that. And thank you, Alicia. I appreciate you. So let's move this over. Still running a little bit slow for my own personal healing last night and this morning. So for Simi, we got a lot of stuff coming through here. They gave me a full reading in less than 16 seconds. Basically, what you've got is you've got a love triangle. You're trying to ignore it, or they're trying to ignore you. This love is bankrupt. Basically, this is something you're going to need to let go of. You're ignoring the. I feel you're ignoring the call to let this go. Let it go. I hope this makes sense to you. And with that, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. Got a little slow today, so just so we get everybody just coming in now. This space is not for desperate energy, not for looping, not for people with urgency. We come in clear, right? And basically, if you're here, something real is calling you in. This space isn't for scrolling, it's for shifting. Give only if it resonates, stay only if you feel it. There are no hooks, no guilt, no entanglements, just clarity. I'm not a rescue station. I'm not a vending machine. I do not respond to force, fear, or desperation. Only aligned ones find me. Only clean exchanges flow. And what gives without hook. I attract exactly what is meant for this now moment. The right ones feel me and come forward without pressure. My signal draws truth. My presence draws match. And there are no hooks, no guilts, and no entanglements. And this is the way we like to do things. Everything is done freely through self. And so with that, how are you doing, Mary Taylor? Did you want a card? Is there something specific? Just let me know. And for those of you who are just joining into this space, this is a safe space where you can ask just about anything. And like I say, if there is a message for you, we'll try to get it to you. Not everybody is guaranteed a card. However, I try to get everybody something within this space. And with that, I just ask that you put your questions in once and allow for things to happen. So let me see who we have here. So Mary Taylor, let's get you a card. I feel you need one, even though you haven't asked. I'm just going to send you one anyway. Well, Spirit is really pushing out a lot of cards today. For you, Mary Taylor, Spirit is telling you it's time to get out of the material world and really go in and be with yourself. There's a past life connection that's kind of holding you by the kind of by the tail strings or whatever. I see you just kind of hanging upside down with this. It's time for you to release that. Time for you to go within. I hope that makes sense. And Tiffany, how am I? I just went through a major meltdown last night in my own self, in my own healing, and you know that happens. You have to be real about it. Not all of it, you know, not everything is sunshine and roses. It took me till this morning to clear myself enough to actually go live because I have to be in the right mood for that and the right energies. Yeah, it just happens, and this is something about being real, right? You have to really realize that, you know, healing is not pretty. It's pretty ugly for the most part from the outside, but from the inside, you have to go through it, and you just have to run through it. And most people are, you know, are being told, oh, expect rainbows and sunshine, but you know what? That doesn't always happen, and you have to, you know, be real about what happens even within yourself. You know, most healers say, "Oh, I'm healed and I've got all this wonderful stuff now." It's not truly true because I used to read cards for a lot of them that would come to me when they were complete train wrecks after telling everybody that they weren't. And you know, we're all train wrecks. It's not just you know, for us to give you a card. We're not. We're in this mess together, right? And it's why you have to choose. And so, you know, I appreciate everybody who comes on and understands that this is a frequency where we are going to, you know, tell the truth. We're going to be real, and sometimes real isn't what you expect, but it is what it is. So with that, I appreciate all you guys coming. You get pulled here for a reason, and then just it's then for you to choose. So we've got a few questions backed up here. So let's see where we are with everybody. And so, Karen, is John ready to ask you out? Well, Karen, I'm going to give you better advice than a card will. I'll give you a yes or no, but ask John out because you can't sit there and wait on the other side because it's either going to be a yes or a no, but at least you'll have an answer and you won't be holding yourself or making yourself small to find out if that person is going to ask you out. You have to be clear in your signals as well. And this is a problem that happens a lot between men and women because women are more about nuance and men are all about, you know, right here in your face, right? And so a lot of times the women will give signals, but the men don't realize it. They don't see it. And it's not that you weren't clear in your head, but you're not clear for them. And so sometimes you just have to ask them out and just be clear because then you free yourself. And so Spirit's saying no. Why? Because you haven't really made yourself clear. And I think that's why I said that ahead of time because I'm just channeling that in, is you have to be clear. And if you're interested, let them know. Ask them to go have a drink or something. And then maybe something will come through from that. But you have to also be clear. And a lot of us aren't clear because we're waiting for the other person. And, you know, that puts us into a place where we make ourselves small. We sit there waiting by the phone for the phone that's not going to ring. And you know what? If that's a person that's not going to be in a frequency match, then, you know, this way you already know the answer and you can clip it in the bud before it becomes a real problem. I hope that helps you. It's not what you wanted to hear, but hopefully that will maybe, you know, spark something within him to, hey, oh, she's interested. Okay, now let's see what I want to do with it. But at least you'll get some, hopefully, some clear stuff. So with that, let me see where I was, and let's go from there. That was for Sunshine. So Shane, will Catherine reach out to you soon to reconcile? Shane, you got to let go of that energy, and this is kind of what I was saying before. You have to allow yourself the freedom, right? And I'll just answer it with a yes or no. You have to allow yourself the freedom to allow that person to come back. And Spirit's saying for sure, but you've got to let this person go first. And when you let them go and you don't attach yourself to this person coming back, then the chances are that they will. But if you keep on holding on to it, what's going to happen is it's going to keep on falling down. And Tiffany, yeah, I'm going to get you some advice on love. But if you've been on this channel long enough, what you know happens within advice on love is we see what it is in your energies, because we're a healing channel here. We're about being real. We're not going to give you stories that just never going to come true. And so So Tiffany, I'm only going to answer one question. So all I do is one question here. But what I'm going to give you is the advice for you in love is going to be, what is it that you're doing that's pushing that love away, right? Because we can't fix anybody else out. And Corn Dog, first off, we don't do multiple looping questions. I seems like you're urgent, but I'm also not a medium, so I can't answer that. So for you, Tiffany, we're going to look at what is it that is in your energy right now, and the problem you're having with love and love in general, right? And why you're asking is so and so going to FaceTime you, right? Because it's a fear, right? It's a lack, and so you're losing yourself every time you get a connection. And for you, what you need to do is understand, why do you need to feel lost in your partner, right? Why is your partner more important than you? And because of that, you or pushing that love away because you're too attached, you're too needy, right? And so what you need to do is find yourself first, and as you find yourself, then the partner that is going to come in. But like I was saying before, this is an ugly, messy process, right? This is not you one healing and all of a sudden your partner's coming in and you're going to find love and job and abundance. No, this is months, sometimes years worth of work, and you have to really be ready for it, because this is stuff that's been accumulating over billions and trillions of years. And so now we're in this place where, you're starting to wake up a little bit, you're getting called to it. And then what happens is all of a sudden you're in this place. And like you say, this is why I'm real about where I was, because, it's not just you, it's it's me, it's a lot of us, and we all go through this. This is something that happens to everybody. And, but you have to make a choice. Do you want to continue on that path? And that path is not going to be an easy path. It's easier to just, there's truth in that. In ignorance, is bliss, because you're not aware of anything. You're just letting autopilot run for life. But if you want to truly choose what your life is about and how your life is about, and not allow for fate and contracts to push you to what is truly not meant for you or what you want, then you have to go to heal. And that's not easy. It's not uh, short. And this is why I have my stuff here, but we're also about authenticity here and energy. We look at what's actually helping you that can help. And at the same time, we're looking at energy, not stories, right? Stories do nothing for you to help you heal, but knowing what's in your energy can truly help you heal. And then time pass, I'll get to you in a second. Just bear with me. Um, so that's what that's why I have this channel. I started it as a healing channel on YouTube. That's still my channel. I've been there for 5 years. I've got more light language than probably anybody else out there in that are doing light language healings. And over time, my light language has evolved too. The older stuff's not as strong as the newer stuff. However, they all work, right? And the first choice is choosing to heal. Seems like you are choosing to heal. And yeah, Tiffany, go to my Silver Fox Spiritual. I have a lot about anxious attachment and stuff like that. Once you make the choice to heal, then the rest of the steps come through, and some of them may not be the way you want them to. Most of the time they're not, but just keep going, keep connecting to self. Your best bet is always connect to self, and as you start connecting to self, these layers will come up. So hopefully that helps you. So I believe, hi Linda, good to see you. Who else was it here? I think it was a couple of questions here. Yeah, life can wreck us. Rose and Lori, I think you asked for some cards here, so let me get to you. I'm a little bit backed up, everybody. I've been kind of just ranting a little bit, but that's okay. Try to get to as many people as I can. I can't promise I'll get to everyone. So let's get back to some cards here. And Lori, will you be financially free this year? That's a choice. You have to make the right choices in order to be financially free, and you have to get in touch with yourself to find out why self is not allowing you to be financially free. So that's the answer. I don't need cards to tell you that, but you have to really connect to self to figure that one out. Cards aren't going to tell you what you're going to choose within this now moment. And for you, Rose Gowans, and it seems like I'm getting a Spirit's given more than one card. I'm going to have to slap myself for that because we generally only give one or two cards here. But for you, there's a lot of stuck energy, Rose. You got a bad habit that just needs to be changed. Spirit's saying for you, get out of your drama mama friends. These toxic people are probably part of what your bad habit is or what keeps you in your bad habit. And Spirit's telling you, how do you solve this? Start cleaning your house, and when we say clean house, it doesn't mean that you have a messy house. What it means is there's a lot of stuck energy in there. Start rearranging things, do something to change it or clean it, sage the shit out of it because that stuck energy is in the walls, it's in the air. Open the windows if you can. It's like blazing hot today here where I'm at, so you might not want to do that, but also you need to meditate, go within and start grounding. I hope that helps you, Rose. Um, and let's see what you need, Gazelle. So we'll get there. And Cassandra, I see you in there. Did you have a question? Just put it in the bottom comments because I'm scrolling all over the place and I didn't see your question. And for you, Gazelle, it's time for you to change your energy, your perspective on something, whatever it is, a kind of taking your focus right now. Spirit saying change your perspective on it because your perspective is keeping you looping. You got to change. You know, doing the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Um, and I guess that's you here, Cassandra. Is good news coming your way? Yeah, Alpha. And let's see what we have for you, Cassandra. I'm just going to look at what's coming in for the energy for you. Okay. Spirit, way too many cards. I'm not going to take all this. I'm going to take what's relevant. For you, it's all about your heart right now. There's a lot of issues within love for you. Somebody's kind of holding your heart, and you feel it was in deceit. So whatever that was, it's holding you right now. It's time for you to heal it. Spirit saying, release that. Start to heal it. I have a lot of wonderful healings on Silver Fox Spiritual on YouTube for that. And the one that I would do is I did it about 2 or 3 days ago. It's about releasing that which you never thought you could release. And that was another one of my little issues that I ran into myself. There was somebody who I had a special friendship with, and I had to release it because there was no equality in the desires, and that was on my side, not on that person's side. And it was something that I just had to release. And so as I had to release it, and this is lifetime after lifetime that this thing came up. And as I had to release it, I had to go through the process of grieving. And so what I did was I created a healing with the light language from the codes I got to try to heal myself. So we all go through this. It's not just you guys, us, our card readers. And, you know, it's about being truthful. And that's where a lot of my healings come from my own path. And so let's see where we are. And bear with me. I've got a lot of people here, and I haven't even gotten to half of them yet. So I've been just ranting about myself. Okay, so Linda French, let's see what we have for you if you're still here. And please do remember to like, follow, share, and subscribe. If anybody is looking for personal reading, today is the day I do it, and Sundays. It's a great day to get a full reading. What's a full reading? It's going to be 30 to 35 minutes where we're going to go dive deep into your energies. It's through Zoom, so you get a chance to ask questions. If something triggers you in there and you want to move deeper to something, we spin on a dime. We're not holding it to one intention. We allow it to be very fluid and a two-way conversation. And then at the end, what we do is we pull down a light language healing that's specific codes just specifically for you. It would be the equivalent of a micro healing, like something I would do here, but at least it gets some of that energy out and helps you heal. Good for about a couple of weeks, and then you go on from there, right? If you do the full healing, it's the other side of the spectrum where I give you some really deep codes, anywhere between 7 and 15 minutes worth of deep channeled light language, good for a couple months, and then I give you some cards to give you guidance as to what you want to do in the now moment. So I hope that helps explain my services. And for you, Linda French, Spirit is saying it's time to have a little bit more confidence in yourself. Stop being who everybody wants you to be. Stop being who you think everybody wants you to be. Be yourself, and the only way to do that is to actually connect with self and try to understand who you truly are in that now moment. So I hope that helps you. So let's go through here, and as people are coming through a little bit more, just a quick reminder of the container for this is really, if you're here for something real, if you're here, something real is calling you in. The space isn't for scrolling, it's for shifting. Give it only if it resonates. Stay only if you feel it. There are no hooks, no guilt, no entanglements, just clarity. I'm not a rescue station. I'm not a vending machine. I don't respond to force, fear, or desperation. Only aligned ones find me. Only clean exchanges flow. What stays, stays free. What gives, gives without hook. Right? And so what does that all mean? It's just a clean container to keep urgency and desperation out of here. I only respond to somebody who asks their question once, and at the same time doesn't call it over and over again. Hey, Vin Dragonheart, how are you? I have not seen you in forever. I hope things are good for you. And so let's see where we are here with questions. So Marlene would like a card. Let's see what we have for you. And for you, it's challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to do better. Don't set limits on your potential, right? Spirit's telling you in this now moment that you're playing small, right? And what you need to do is you need to realize that you're so much bigger than what you're believing you are, and it's time to release that and challenge yourself to be bigger. I hope that makes sense to you, Marlene. And so Lisa is asking, when will good come to you in your life or your situation? So I'll give you a timing question on this. However, I generally don't like to give timing because it creates expectations. This is just a possibility, but when it will come is when you decide to see the good in yourself. All right, and Spirit's saying it's going to come in the morning. So as you connect to yourself, you're going to get an idea of timing for that. But first, you need to connect to yourself and believe that there is good to come in that situation. So you have to just think overnight on it, and in the morning, it's just going to pop in your head. I hope that helps. And Aurora would like to know, actually, I see a couple people before you here. Sesson, let's get you a card. And we'll get down the line, so people, please do be patient. I'm a little bit slow today. Just came off my own bit of healing, and so Sesson, for you, music is what's going to help you heal. Look at frequencies. Look at videos online that have frequencies in it. I have a lot on my YouTube channel as well, a lot of meditations. For you, that's going to help you. Look for what resonates with you and where you are in this now moment. But Spirit says music is really the way for you to really start pulling your healings in. And then, so Mame Femba, let's see what we have for you. And it's everybody, bear with me. I am a little backed up here. I'll try to get as many people as I can. I cannot promise I'm going to get to everybody. So self-exploration for you, Ma'am Femba. What does this mean? Look at the mask, right? You see how this person is just throwing a mask on, and you can't see anything about their face, their lipstick, they've got makeup on. It's not, you need to find your true self. Start pulling off those layers, really get inside, start meditating, start figuring out who you truly are, not who everybody's telling you should be. And so bear with me while I scroll down, and let's look at Summer. So, and we also have Aurora. So I'm going to get to both of you. So just bear with me while I get to each one. So what does the universe want for you, Aurora? Let's tune in. And for you, it's change yourself. It says, love yourself enough to exercise and enjoy the glow or the good health. What does that really mean? It doesn't truly mean exercise. It means exercise your connection to yourself. It changed that stagnation, and that's generally why we exercise, because we feel we're stagnant and we're not building muscle. Spirit's saying building muscle, but build muscle to yourself. Start connecting inwards. I hope that helps you. And so Summer, will PJ and you become a couple? Not as you focus on it, unless you tell PJ you want to be a couple, because that's what I would do, because in the end of the day, honesty and clear communication always wins the day. Spirit says yes. So make sure you're letting PJ know that that's your desire, and he's going to tell you one way or another. You shouldn't have to require cards to do that. That's really fear. And so what you want to do is you want to get outside of that space of fear, and you want to get inside of that space of clean communication, because if you are going to become a couple and it's going to be a good couple, then you really need to be able to express yourself. Do it in a polite way, the right way. Don't go in with a trauma response or, hey, in fear, because the fear part is what will push it away at any time. Vin, just doing my thing, my brother, and healing every day. Just trying to connect to self. It's really the only thing we can do. I've gotten away from guides and externals. It's just a waste of time. I hope you're in that place as well. Vin, for anybody who doesn't know, he's another light language speaker and healer. Wonderful, wonderful fellow. If you ever get a chance, go look him up, Vin Dragonheart. Very clean channel. So let's see who else we have here. And so Michelle, let's see what we have for you. For you, Spirit saying it's time for you to feed yourself something better than what you are. Stop doom scrolling on social media. Stop doing anything that is not in your best interest. It's time for you to end this cycle and come out with a fresh start. Stop doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. I hope that makes sense to you. Change your perspective, change your life. And truth, facts, that's just a low vibrational question. I'm not even gonna sit with that one, nor explain anything. You need to focus on self. You're just distracting yourself from your own healing. I hope that you figure that out. And so, fashion globally, Ovaya, will you get accepted at university for next year? Let's see. I hope you do, because that's what, it's a choice you're making in this now moment. Let's see if it's aligning with who you are at this now moment. Spirit. And Spirit saying unknown, you have to believe that you're going to get accepted. So you need to work on that. You've got a little time. Spirit saying keep focusing on your belief system. Make sure you truly believe. And if you have any doubts, it's time for you to heal those doubts. And hello, Cat Lego. If you have a question, just put it. There you go. I see it down there. And for everybody here just joining, just one reminder, we ask our question once and no more than once. And then I will try to get to it. Anybody who is caught asking more than once and looping and desperation, I won't give them a card. I'll just mute them. So let's see who we have here. So Cat Lago, you wanted a card. And is your job safe? It depends on how you feel about your job. I'll pull a yes or no, but really it's your own perception of your job. and how you feel you fit and whether you feel worthy of that job. Spirit saying ask again once you ask yourself that question. So come back another time for that. It's really about your belief system within your job. And if you don't believe you're in alignment with the job, most likely you won't. It won't be safe. So let's see who we have here. And you're welcome, Summer. And James, that's not something I'm going to answer. That's just, you just have to just let it go. Who cares? And D, can you have a card? Yes, you may have a card, and thank you for being patient. Yeah, if you can't hear me, you're not meant to hear me, fashion, but for you, it's how you believe in yourself first. Spirit saying you have a lot of doubts, and you need to really solve your doubts internally, and that's going to solve it. If you still can't hear this, then you're blocking yourself within your own energies. So where were we here? And I think I was pulling one for D. I hope that D, for you, I appreciate you being patient. For you, Spirit saying, find something you're passionate about and read into it, read on it. There's something that you need to go a little bit deeper into. So as you go deeper into it, you're going to get a lot of insights. I hope that makes sense. And Beth, will you get married this year? Well, you know what? You know what happens, Beth. Whenever you ask this question, I answer with not a yes or no, but what's blocking you from the love that's going to do it. And for you, it's unsocial. You need to go out and mingle with new people so you can meet somebody. And why are you being unsocial? Is because, probably because you're going within and trying to connect with yourself, but also because you don't believe there's actually anybody there for you, and you're afraid of actually going out and being vulnerable. So for you, you need to kind of remove that fear, and at the same time, just go out for the sake of going out, not to sake of meeting people, because when you go out for the sake of meeting people, you never do. What you need to do is just go out and enjoy yourself, and as you do, there might be some resonance in that space. So I hope that helps you. And so Carrie, I don't do that kind of question. I wish I could. I'll ask Spirit on that, and then I'll go back a couple other people. Spirit saying on that one's popped out for sure. He's going to come home. It's a boy cat. He's out being an alley cat, having his fun. And let's see who else we have. And Ma'am Femba, I think I answered your a question for you already. I only do one question. If you want multiples, you're going to have to ask through a paid reading, or come back to another live. And let's see what we have here. So Kit Rankin, 2003. So that's another question that everybody asks, and my first thing is, I'm always going to say this: have you actually talked to him about being in each other's future romantically? Because most people sit there and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait for somebody to give them a sign, and you know what? The sign never comes. Why? Because you're holding on to a hope, or you may see something in somebody where you see the potential, but they're not ready to meet you in that potential. And it's not their fault, nor is it your fault. But what you can't do is keep waiting, because what you do is you keep away any abundance or anything new from coming in. And that's the part that sucks. So what you really want to do is you want to be open and honest and say what you feel, and good or bad, let the cards fall where they fall. And it's scary, right? It's the scariest part, because you actually have to be vulnerable, where this person may not be in a place where they're either going to respond correctly or be not vulnerable. It happened to me a couple times. Trust me, I've been in that place, but it's better than being in that waiting pattern, because you could be in that waiting pattern for years. And I know a lot of people that have. And so it's just better to just know it right up front, and then heal from that place of where you feel the rejection, because it's truly not rejection, it's alignment. And that person can't meet you in that place, and it's not because they're a bad person, it's not because anything other than you're just not in a place where the two of you can be aligned. And so I hope that helps you. I don't really want to pull a card on this because I want you to be in a place where you're actually able to clear yourself without relying on a card to create a timeline for you. And I hope that helps. McZello, Mabema, will I be rich? That's up to you. That's not up to the cards. Cards aren't going to take that. That's just not a question I'm even going to bother with answering on a card. It's not. It's a waste of my time and energy. You got to come in with something better. Mags, will your son get a job in June? Well, let's take a look at the timing on that because I understand, like anything, I'd like my son to get a job too, but when the timing's right, when he's right for it, and we don't push that, we allow that to happen as they align to it. Let's see where the potential is. And Spirit saying at dusk, it's not, when I get these, it's not going to be, the call will come in the evening, but it's not, Spirit's not going to give you a timeline because it wants you to just know that there will be something coming in when it's not set yet. And Elizabeth, will you and Kiko be together? Well, again, Elizabeth, have you spoken to Kiko and actually asked? Because you don't want to be in that space, right? If you're in that space of unknowing in just desire, then what you need to do is you need to be clear that you want to be together, and then let the cards fall where they fall. Asking cards to do your work for you isn't going to help you. It's actually going to create a timeline that you don't want. And the same thing with Eunice. Will you see Tate tonight? Did you ask Tate if you're going to meet? And if Tate hasn't answered, and it's this, we're already at like 1:03 at my time, we're in mid-afternoon, then I'm doubting it. And again, you're in fear, you're in lack. Get out of that lack because you don't want to be in that lack. Be with somebody who aligns both in word and actions, right? And this is where we always get this cognitive dissonance. And you're not the only one I've gotten in there too, right? Where you're waiting on a hope because you see something in a person that's not ready to be there at this now moment. And that's okay because they just need to be where they are. But if they're showing you already that, hey, I'm not going to be in alignment, I'm going to give you a breadcrumb. Is that what you want? No, get out of that space, release that person, or have a conversation. If he doesn't give you a yes or no and a clear answer, then you already have your answer. I don't need to tell you a card for that. And Shaquila, does Josie have feelings for you? Again, did you ask Josie? Because you have to be in that place of honesty. I'll give you a card, but these places you have to really start to be your true self. This is what this channel is about. We're not about fluff here. We're brutally honest, and this is the space that I create. Okay, and Spirit saying for you, there's a third party, Shaquila, but that's something you're going to have to work with yourself. Have a conversation. Randy, will you find a man that values you soon? Well, you will when you value yourself. And so let's see what's going on within your energies of why you're not finding that person. And Spirit just tossed 2 cards out. Reason is, number one, there's no good ones. That's the story you keep on telling yourself. Why do you keep on telling yourself there's no good ones? Because you truly don't want it. You don't want that relationship. You're afraid to be vulnerable. You're afraid to actually what happens when that good one comes in. And so by just telling yourself that, you find people that you know are not right for you. And what you do is you just keep on cycling around and around the hamster wheel of karma. And Spirit's also saying, you say you want to love her, but you're not all in, right? Why are you not all in? And that's where you got to find out why that you are creating this loop. I call this the hamster wheel of karma. You just go around and around like this, and you're wondering why you're seeing the same experience over and over again because you're picking people truly that are not for you, that are not in alignment for you. You might be chasing players, the bad boy, bad girl, whatever your alignment is, doesn't really matter to me. But at the end of the day, what you're doing is you're creating your own story that's going to stay true, that you're never going to find that person. That person's no good. There's no good one. And why? Because you don't know what you want. You need to connect to yourself, find love within yourself, find why it is that you are afraid to be vulnerable, afraid to connect, afraid to have that relationship. And then you'll find that man that values you, but you've got to value yourself first. I hope that helps you. And in a sense, yeah, who cares? We really don't care, and you shouldn't really care either, because obviously they're not near you, they're not with you. So who cares whether they're thinking about you or not? That's something that you'll have to find out for yourself. And Mariella, or Maria Leja, sorry about it, my eyes aren't that great today. Will you find love? Well, let's see why you're not finding love. Let's start with that. And just remember, everybody, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. And we don't respond to looping questions or urgency demands. And you will only get clarity, right? I broadcast clean. I receive without tether. Those meant to shift arrive. Those not meant, forget me. I owe nothing. I hold everything. Only coherence enters, right? And so for you, the reason you're not finding love is because you feel unloved, and you need to find that love within yourself. And this is a big theme for everybody, not just you. Why are you not finding love? Why is that love that truly inspires you? It doesn't mean that you're not in a relationship, or not having a relationship, but the relationships are generally empty. And why do you feel that way? And you feel unloved is because you have to find that love within yourself, and that's not an easy task. Like I've told people every day. These are, you're going to go through some tough times into that healing of finding why you don't feel loved. Why is your external environment not matching what you think you feel for yourself? And you have to go and dig deep, and it takes time. This is not a one and done. This is, a million and done, and you just got to keep on going. And it's not an easy path. It's not for the weak or the weary. This is something that you're going to really have to feel into. But once you find that love within yourself, then you're going to become magnetic, but it takes time. I do have a lot of healings that will help you start you on your path. That's on Silverfox Spiritual over on YouTube. And for those of you, who have joined a few seconds before I re-answer anything, right? If this transmission spoke to your heart and you're ready for personalized guidance, you're welcome to reach out. I offer intuitive readings, energetic clearings, and deep soul level support. Right, my price list, if you're watching live on TikTok, is right there in the pinned comments. And I usually do my big ones on Thursdays and Sundays, and today is Thursday. Now, from the other piece of it, right? This is, I don't use scripts. I don't pull from guides. What comes through you is yours, coded directly from truth through my voice to your field, right? It's what your higher self is working through me to help you find. So Jester's asking, what do I need to know today? And so let's see what we have for Jester. For you, Spirit saying exercise, and for me, I don't do, for some people it does mean to exercise. It just means you're stale right now. You need to get up, you need to move, you need to kind of move that energy around a little bit, because for right now, you're kind of stuck in a rut. And Spirit says, get out there, go ground, go take a walk. And how are you doing, Susie? And I think I forgot, I'm being pulled back to Hope. Hey, Hope, are you still here? I'm going to get your card. Sorry, I forgot you there, but Spirit just slapped me in the head and said, hey, you forgot about Hope, so I'm going to get your card. I appreciate you being patient. And for you, Hope, we've got a glow up coming for you. Make sure you're taking the time to spoil yourself, because there is a glow up coming. And let's see who we have here. So let's see, Susie, let's see what we have for you. Susie, your 3 fell to the ground. And for you, there's a few things going on here. Spirit saying it's time to declutter, let go of old items, let go of old energies, let go of things that are holding you in this now moment. It's time for you to open up your heart and start to remember the dreams that you had as a child, because it's time for you to express those dreams and live those dreams. Those dreams never died. They're still inside of you, but you've got to go and connect and find those dreams for yourself. And Tickle, lift you up. I don't know if I can. How heavy are you? I mean, I do have a weight limit here, so let's see what the energy cards want to say for you, Tickle. Hopefully you're still here. For you, cards are saying solar plexus, somebody's stealing your power right now. The door to personal healing and happiness is open, but if only if you choose. You're letting somebody take from you. You're feeling powerless in this now moment. And Spirit says that you can heal, you can get to that happiness, but you need to choose to heal. You need to choose to take your power back. And once you do, then the door opens. But it's your choice. Healing is a choice, it doesn't happen automatically. And so let's see what else we have. Let's see. And Lily Lopez, will your husband leave the other woman he's with? Get over it. He's already there. Why do you want that back? Why do you want somebody who's a cheater already? Uh, doesn't make sense. I'm not going to pull cards on that. It's not good for you. You need to let go of that energy. And Francisco wants to know, will you get your job back with the city of Toronto? Let's get a yes or no on that. Um, Hopefully you will if it's in alignment with you. But a lot of times what happens is we lose our jobs because we're no longer in alignment with that job. And although maybe monetarily we'd like to be in that space, we get thrown out of it. I've had that happen to me a couple times. And Spirit saying right now it's not the right time. There's something better for you coming in once you resolve that. What it is that you feel is lacking from that other job. And Allison, what can you expect over the next 6 months? I can expect you're going to pay taxes. I can give you that one. I don't even need a card for that. Outside of that, let's see what else we have here. Spirit, what do we have for Allison over the next 6 months? And Spirit saying fake social media, fake accounts, Instagram, Twitter. Somebody's either you're stalking somebody or somebody's stalking you. That's what you can expect. Just be wary of what you're doing on social media. Hope that makes sense to you. And thank you, Susie. I appreciate you. And choose your poison. Let's see what we have. So, Allison, you did get a card, so I hope you heard it. Choose your poison. Let's see what we have for you in this now moment. And just remember, everybody, not everybody is going to get a card. I try to get to as many people as possible, but Spirit sometimes pulls me to people, and I don't apologize for that. Man holding a heart. So for you, this is all about choose your poison. You're holding on to something in your heart. Could be about a man, but your heart is closed for you. You need to let go of that heart a little bit, allow it to open a little bit. But as you allow it to open, there's better things coming from you. Go to my heart healings on Silver Fox Spiritual on YouTube. And for anybody else who is looking for a good start to their healing process, I have probably close to 600 videos on YouTube. They're all for free. They're all about healing all different situations. Try it. If you like it, if it makes a good impact on you, then reach out, maybe get a personal healing or a personal reading. I generally like people to try before they buy. It tells you whether you're in alignment or not, because I only want clients that are truly in alignment and truly looking to truly heal, not just be told something that's never going to be true. All right. So with that, Gloria's Mashu, a good man for you. Well, you should know more than I do, but let's see what we have. If you're asking, there's a chance that you're worried about that. Spirit's saying you're going to have to wait on divine timing for this. So even if he is, this is something that needs to be clear over time. And let's see who we have. So Puwu, we have a very strict set of boundaries here and you're new, but you have to follow these boundaries. So just make sure you're listening and responding back to this. These boundaries are you only ask your question once. We're not about desperation. We're not about people who are looping questions. I'm not a vending machine. I don't respond to force, fear, or desperation. You have to be patient and you have to allow. My biggest rule here and biggest boundary is you ask the question once, no more than once. So let me know that you acknowledge it. And if you do, then I will hold you for a few minutes and then I'll get you a card as long as you stay within that energy. But I won't go in an energy of anybody who is in desperation. Uh, that's not the energy I allow in this channel. All right, so just hang on for a little bit. I'm going to stay a little bit longer than I usually do. So give me some time, and if you're following the right energy, then I'm happy to give you a card. And I appreciate you responding back because that means that you're now aware. Jamie, should you give up on Renee? Well, let's see what's going on within the energies of you and Renee. My gut says yes, because once you give up, then Renee either will come back or will walk away. You need to have that conversation with Renee of what it is that's truly inside of you, but maybe you could just go inside yourself and say to yourself, what is it that is not happening with Renee? Perhaps it's you're not meeting in the right space. So Spirit's saying for you, this is a soul contract that you have with Renee. You need to free yourself, but this is going to happen within a natural evolution of that. So that freedom only comes with choice. Natural evolution says you're going to do this when you're ready to, not a moment before, but when you're ready to, then you will. You have to start respecting yourself first. You have to start finding why that you're feeling the need to meet Renee where Renee is. And a lot of times it's just an energy mismatch. It's nothing bad about the person. Sometimes it is, but you have to say, are you willing to keep this connection the way it is in this now moment? This is a soul contract. You're probably going to have to release it, which means it's going to take time. This is not something that's going to be easy. I hope that helps you. And you're welcome, choose your poison. So let's see who else we have here. And just so I can reiterate for anybody new, just coming online here, right? I'm not a rescue station. I am not a vending machine. I don't respond to force, fear, desperation. Only the line ones can find me. Only clean exchange flows. What stays free. What gives without hook. I attract exactly who is meant for this now moment. The right ones feel me and come forward without pressure. My signal draws truth. My presence draws match. This is a space for those who are ready to hear, not just watch. I'm not here to perform. I'm here to pulse the truth. If you're aligned, you'll feel it. If you're curious, stay open. I give because I choose to. I receive with no hooks attached, no pressure, no desperation, just real presence. If something resonates, you're welcome to exchange. If not, that's okay too. Let this be clean. Let this be true. Let this begin. And if you have gotten a card, I would appreciate that you are liking, following, sharing, subscribing. Put your notifications on so you know when I do go live. And if you are, looking for this, right? If you're ready for clarity, not comfort, I'm the reader for you. Right? I don't tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what your field is already screaming, and that's the difference within my readings versus what you'll see in a lot of people, because I don't tell stories, I talk to energy. And then we see how we can heal to the energy to what you want to manifest, not just, oh my God, is my person coming, right? Because nobody's going to know that till you know it, but we have to look at your energies and see why you're pushing it away or why you're attracting it. And for that, let's go back to Poo here. I'm going to get you, or Poo, well, I'm not sure how to say that, but you know who you are. Let's see what we have for you, Rachel. You've been patient and you've been apologetic, and that's the energy that I like within this space. We just become aware and then we just follow the boundaries. We don't punish, we don't do anything other than allow for people to do it. So for you, Rachel, 3 cards have come out for you, right? First one's you need to release your expectations, because expectations always lead to what? It's disappointment, right? And that disappointment has caused you to have a loss of faith within yourself. And trust me, I know this one very well. It's one of the kind of meltdowns I had over the last couple of days was around expectations and faith. Although I sit up here and say these answers all the time that I get channeled through. Sometimes within self, we don't see it within ourselves until we see it and come crashing down. We're just subject for the same trauma and issues that everybody else is here. So we just have been through the process a little bit more, so we understand it. But sometimes we get hit on the head by the shovel too, and it just is, and you just walk through the process again as cleanly as you can, and you just try not to beat yourself up too much as that happens. And so for you, this is what's happening within you right now. Spirit's saying, problem is you're also not speaking of what's truly within yourself. You're holding it in, and because you're holding it in and you're creating these expectations that aren't happening, you're just crashing and burning because you have a loss of faith. It's time for you to find the faith within yourself. Start releasing all these things that are creating these false stories that are creating these expectations, and that takes time, and that's through connection and healing. So your best bet is to start meditating and connecting to self. I hope that helps you. And how are you doing, Colleen Stickley Fox? I love that. Your last name, is that your last name, Fox, or you just like foxes? And yeah, everybody has a few energy, Steve's Tickle. Thank you for spending some time here on the live with me. And Colleen, let's see what we have for you today. And let's go here. What do we have for Colleen? Is that what we have? All right, Colleen, for you, it's about balance. You need to stop juggling everything and find some balance within yourself. It's time for you to take a little bit of break. Time for you to release all that stuck energy. It's time for you to ground. You're doing too much and you're going to crash and burn pretty soon. I hope that makes sense. So with that, let's make sure everybody is liking, following, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. If anybody, has kind of felt the call, right? Book a paid reading if you're ready to stop starkling and start moving a little bit. Those paid readings are generally done Thursdays and Sundays. Those are my big days if you're looking for a full reading, which is done through Zoom. And it's also interactive, comes with a little bit of a light language. They run $60 at the current price. For anybody who is still here, I'm also going to be releasing some t-shirts pretty soon. They're kind of cool. I'll pop them up on screen a little bit. And these are the world's only, as far as I'm aware, programmable shirts, right? So, and what do I mean by programmable shirts? And I'll move it over to the short version here in a second so everybody can see it. And what they are they're shirts that they're basically attuned to a light language healing that I have, and it allows you to marry an intention to a piece of clothing. And so when you do that, you purchase it, you'll get a QR code. The QR code will come with the t-shirt. This is a two-sided t-shirt, not just a one-sided. So it's kind of cool. It looks like an anime character. However, it's very spiritual, but people don't need to know the spirituality of it. And it has a nice little saying here, ignite your foxfire, which is what we do here. We burn through the false and we see the real, right? And so nobody's going to know you're spiritual, but you are. And at the same time, what we do is we code an intention through light language activation to basically adhere to the shirt. So as you're wearing it, you're going to get the intention working through your energy field at every now moment. So, if anybody is interested, these are going to probably run around $29.95 plus shipping and handling. Probably have them in my hands somewhere. I just had a first print done and shipped, so it'll probably be in my hands somewhere, within the next couple weeks. If you're interested, shoot me out a email. Reach out at silverfoxspiritual@gmail.com. That's and same thing with any readings that you want or healings. You just send me an email there. I give you all the information. We send you, a menu of services. But for anybody who is interested, they are coming within the next couple weeks. Just shoot me an email and I'll give you all the information. And so with that, I'll take this off screen. We'll see if anybody else is looking for a card. So let's give everybody a few seconds. And so Jessica would like to know what's your highest good to know in this now moment. Well, let's see what we have for you, Jessica. Okay, for you, Jessica, we have two things. First thing that's coming up here is change your energy, change your perspective on whatever situation that you're going through in this now moment. And it says ask your angels. Now, if you followed my channel for a while, I'm not a person that looks at anything external outside of self. So what you're going to do is ask yourself, not ask an angel. Seek the divine inside of yourself, what it is that you need to change perspective on, and you're going to get that answer that you need at this now moment. So that's what's coming up in your field, Jessica. And Breezy Wind, Katie, may you have a card? Yes, you may have a card. So let's see what we've got. Too many cards, Spirit. I'm only going to take the one that went down. For you, your home needs a little TLC. Katie, why do we say that? There is a lot of stuck and negative energies inside your house. It's time for you to sage but Jesus out of that, sage, or whatever else you want to do. It doesn't have to be sage, it could be dandelion. You just got to clear the stuck energy, open the windows, allow the air to flow through, and probably good idea because your outside meets your inside. You need to release a lot of stuck energies within inside yourself. I do have a lot of healings for that. Silver Fox Spiritual over on YouTube. There's a lot on releasing stuck energies. And so with that, please do make sure you are subscribing and sharing. And let's see who else we have. And Mina Shah, let's see what we have for you. I haven't seen you in a while. Let's see what we've got as a card for you. And if it feels like it could have been for you, that's what we call Cleat-on. It means that it resonated with you, so you need to take that same advice. Sometimes the cards come in for people who haven't asked for it, but they're actually needing to know it, and you'll know it within yourself. Yourself will tell you. And for you, Mina, it's time for you to give less Fs. The less you give, the happier you will be, because who cares what anybody else thinks? Just be your true self. So I hope that resonates. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. And for anybody else who is looking, I'm going to stay down a little bit longer than I usually have. I'm going to probably stay on for about another 5 minutes or so. If somebody has any questions, please do put it into the question window. We ask that you just ask your questions once. We don't deal with anybody who is just like a looper urgency. I don't respond well to that. And how are you doing, Only Love? I love your screen name, because that's all there really truly is. So let's see what we have for you, Only Love. Let's see what card is meant to come out for you, Spirit. So for you, Only Love, Spirit is saying it's time for you to have faith in yourself. Right now, you have almost no faith in yourself. Remove the doubts, remove the questions, and really start connecting to self. Spirit's giving me that like push, doubting Thomas. Stop doubting yourself. But once you start doubting yourself, or once you stop doubting yourself and believe in yourself, a lot of things are going to happen. And Kendall, yes, I can pull a card for you. So let's see what we have here. Just make sure you're liking, following, sharing, and subscribing if you've gotten a card. And for you, it's about music, Kendall. That's going to be your entry point into whatever healing that you want to do and connecting yourself. Spirit says if you're starting to meditate and trying to connect, make sure you're listening to some music that really resonates with you, because that is your channel into self. And Fitzgerald, let's see what we have for you. Thank you for sharing, Only Love. I appreciate that. See what's coming. Okay, Fitzgerald, we've got 2 cards, 3 actually. So for you, you've got a lot of stuck energy. Spirit saying it's time for you to refuel your energy, reclaim, which means first pause, rest, relax, meditate, clear your energy, declutter old items, and not only just in your physical space, but inside of yourself. Part of your issue is that you're not really loving your journey. And for you, you need to start loving that journey a little bit. Love a piece of you, the piece that you don't love at this now moment. I hope that helps you. And Linda, is Cosmo involved romantically with another woman? Who cares, right? And why I say that, Linda, it's bad energy for you. Who cares whether he is? He's obviously not with you. So release that energy, because it's not serving you in this now moment. You just need to, at this point, focus on yourself. And if self right now is worried about Cosmo, then you need to work on releasing that energy around it. Go to my Silver Fox Spiritual. I have some really good healings. There was one I just did. I had to do it for myself, is to release somebody that you never thought you could ever release in your life. And for you, that's really required at this now moment. So for you, you just need to focus on you, not him. So with that, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. And just a reminder, everybody, right? I'm not a rescue station. I'm not a vending machine. I do not respond to force, fear, or desperation. Only a line one finds me. Only clean exchange flows. What stays, stays free. What gives without hook, right? I don't tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what your field is already screaming. So a lot of times people will ask a question and they're expecting a yes or a no. And sometimes I'm just going to give you what your field is screaming, and that's okay. That's the people who I want in this space, somebody who's ready to really look at themselves and to heal, because the only thing we can heal is ourselves. We can't control other people. We can't make other people change. The only thing we can do is change. And the only reason we should change is for ourselves, not because somebody told you to. It's because you realize that, hey, it's probably better if you do change. And that's what healing is, right? It's a choice. It's not something that can be pushed on you, because if somebody tries to push it on you, guess what? And you choose not to, you're not going to do it. So with that, that's kind of the energy of this channel, right? I don't channel any entities. I activate your own code, right? And if you're ready to burn off interference and call yourself back, then I'm the person here to help you to do that, because a lot of us has pushed self off, myself included, many times because of many heartaches and many traumas throughout many lifetimes. And the idea is to come back to self piece by piece, and it's not easy. So with that, let's see if anybody else does have any questions. I'm going to give it last call. I will probably jump off in a minute or two after I finish my commercials. So the commercials I'm going to do are, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. If you're ready for clarity, not comfort, I'm your reader. I am available on Thursdays and Sundays for the big readings, where we are going through a Zoom call. It's about 30 to 35 minutes. And then at the last few minutes, we do a light language healing to then help you with whatever the energy show. It's interactive. As far as that. Now, Robert, again, you should know this. You shouldn't be asking cards. You should be asking yourself, and you already know the answer because you're in fear. So why are you in fear? Heal why you're in fear. And who cares about Lucia? If she's not faithful to you, you're seeing it. You're probably not. The actions and the words are showing it to you. You're just probably in cognitive dissonance around it. If they're not, then what's going to happen is your fear is pushing you into a place where that is going to cause you a lot more harm to your relationship, and you have to work on that. I'm going to ask a yes or no. And Spirit just pulled this card out for you. Spirit saying, yep. So it's your fear. You need to work on self, because that fear is going to push that person away, and you need to resolve it within yourself. You need to have honest conversation with Lucia, and if you're not going to have that honest conversation, both with yourself and her, you're doomed to repeating this over and over again. That fear will push it away every time. It's not what you wanted to hear, but it is what you needed to hear. Work on self, connect to self, fix why you're in fear. And with that, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. I'm going to put a quick commercial up here. I just put it up a few seconds ago. We're going to put it on both screens because I do 2 sets of screens, one for widescreen, one for the phone screen. What's coming soon is Foxfire Energy Apparel, where signal meets fabric, worn with awareness, moved by resonance. It's not style, it's transmission. What does that all mean? It's a lot of, it's a big word salad, but what it is, it's the world's first, as far as I'm aware of, programmable clothing, where what we're going to do is there's glyphs on the clothing itself. This is a single t-shirt, front and back, so you can see it. And it comes with a light language activation. You go to the channel where the light language activation is, you marry the intention that you want to heal to the shirt, and the shirt now carries that frequency as you're wearing it, so you're able to walk around with that frequency wherever you want. That will only take positive intentions. No intentions will be allowed. So if you're interested, please do reach out at silverfoxspiritual@gmail.com. They're coming in within the next 2 weeks or so, and I'll be starting to ship. The price I'm having, the opening price, is going to be $29.95 plus shipping. So if you're interested, please do reach out. A very limited number on the first press of these, but they'll probably be like a week to ship once I get more orders. So if you're interested, reach out. Otherwise, thank you for watching that part of it. For the commercial, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you are liking, following, and sharing. If you've already followed, make sure your notifications on so that you know when I go on live. And at the same time, visit my other sites. Silver Fox Spiritual on YouTube is where I have all of the healing videos that I do. I separate it. YouTube is my healing space. TikTok is going to be my reading space. TikTok just has a lot more people that walk through the lives. So I prefer TikTok as a live streaming method. I prefer YouTube for stationary healing videos. And Emmanuel, Emma, I'm guessing is your name, and you want to know if Evelyn will marry you. Well, you have to ask Evelyn that question. The cards aren't going to tell you. I'll tell you what the energies are around you, but this is this is something you should be, especially if you want to marry, is something you should be asking Evelyn. The Spirit's saying for you, you need more self-love. That won't happen until you find love in yourself. Otherwise, you're going to push this person away. It's time for you to start healing, start feeling, work on yourself. Don't worry about anybody else other than yourself. Once you find that self-love, then what's right for you is going to stick in your space. But if you don't find that love, you're going to push this person away. And Sean, yeah, you may have a card. I'm staying a little bit later than I normally do. Usually I keep it to an hour, but I have a freer schedule this Thursday. I was going through some stuff and I didn't book any clients today. I still do have a few spaces later this evening, but Spirit's saying for you, whatever it is that you're seeking the answer to, it's time for you to go within and find that answer. It's going to pop up in your head once you quiet your mind, but right now your mind's too busy looping on that question. I hope that makes sense to you, Sean. And please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. For those of you who are new to the channel, visit my Silver Fox Spiritual. This is a healing channel. I have all my healing in place over there. Also visit Readings by Silver Fox Spiritual. That's my backup site to this for my clients in India who can't get to TikTok at this point for the lives. And it's also an archive for like these where I've stayed more than an hour. TikTok doesn't allow for it. TikTok still is my #1 streaming method. I also have a Instagram account, and if you go look at my pinned comments or my profile, I have a Facebook page as well where I'm raffling off a free light language healing or free full reading. Once I get to 100 people on my Facebook page, has to be the Facebook page, not the group. Make sure you're checking that out if you want to win. Right now I'm about 30, 35. With that, have a great day, everybody. I'm going to call it for today. Make sure you are liking, following, sharing, subscribing. And if you are looking for your own personal reading, right? If you're ready for clarity, not comfort, I am your reader. I have readings from $10 to $60. You can reach out to me at silverfoxspiritual@gmail.com to book a reading. I generally do the big ones on Thursdays and Sundays. Have a great day.